It's Friday, April 25th, and it's time for your weekly recap. I'm Aeru! What food tricks even are there? There are so many food tricks that I won't have time to mention all of them here on this video, so what I recommend you do is go to the Magic Geek blog, www.magicgeek.com/blog. I love food tricks because they are organic and they fit really well into a restaurant setting, which is where I perform a lot. I perform in restaurants and nightclubs and stuff like that, so food is always around, and it's great to be able to grab something and do a trick with it in that sort of organic setting. Khalil Magic, what should I do when someone said, I want to examine this cookie? Oreo Magic. There's a couple different things that you can do in that scenario. One is set it up so that it looks like it came out of a brand new package. That is probably the best thing because you can pass out cookies, give them to everybody, and then take one for yourself and do the trick. Another thing you can do is a standard coin switch, or you could do something like have a handkerchief with a real cookie in it and go, oh, I spit all over this one, let me wipe it off, do a switch under the handkerchief, which is way easier to do than barehanded, and then hand out the cookie that you just switched out. BX Chef, what are some of your favorite food effects? Like that one you did with Miranda's songs with the egg. And subscribe to Chris Ballinger, everyone, smiley face, smiley face. Let's see, I'm gonna pick 3, although I think there are a ton of really great food magic tricks out there. Food to go I use all the time. I use it in my kids shows as well as some of my stage stuff. It's high impact, amazing, great way to start a show. I use it as an opener for all my kids shows. Another thing that I use usually near the end of my show, I used to use it as my closer, is silk to egg. That is a fantastic routine. I use that actually in conjunction with an egg bag, so both of those are fantastic. And the last thing that I've started using more recently is a routine that I've developed where I make a ring disappear and it appears inside of an egg, which is inside of a lemon, which is inside of an orange, which is inside of a watermelon. Today I want to talk about Defiance by Mario Gonyi. I'm not quite sure how to pronounce his name. He's got an accent in it because he's Spanish, and I don't know how to do that, okay? But this is a fantastic set teaching you all new types of levitations. There's some really clever thinking in here. Even if you already do levitations, in fact, if you do levitations, I think this is more for you than someone who's never done it before. This is going to give you new techniques, new ideas. He goes in depth about everything, and the way that things are set up in here are so outside of the box thinking that is really going to inspire you and make your levitations better. There's stuff where rings go over the object as it's floating, objects change in mid-air in full view, like really, really clever, fantastic stuff. Some of it's really like a lot of setup. Some of it is really easy. You can carry it with you on the fly and just go right into it. So there's something for everyone in here. This is fantastic. This is called Defiance, and you can get it at magicgeek.com. Gavin, hey Chris, I'm performing magic/escape with my friends for my school's talent show. I get nervous a lot when I perform in front of large crowds. What do you do to stay calm? Thanks! Smiley face, big smiley face. The thing I do is a 5-minute power stance right before I go on stage, and I talk a lot about that in a previous weekly recap. I recommend you check it out by clicking the link below. Andrew Parker, have you ever used Vanishing Bandana, or do you recommend it? Yes, and yes, it's a fantastic effect. It always gets a big laugh from the audience, and the new version of it gives you quite a few different options in terms of what scripting is used as well as how you present the effect. I highly recommend checking out the Ultimate Vanishing Bandana at magicgeek.com. Cole from the Magic Geek blog, Chris, if you have inner circle or just loops, what is your go-to trick? And do you do 2 tricks with loops to the same person because they have a more likely chance of figuring it out, and this goes for all gimmicks? My go-to with inner circle is to have someone's glasses, put them down on the table or whatever, hold their hands and have the glasses tip up. I think that is strong, powerful stuff, and typically that's all I will do with loops. Doing a trick with the same gimmick 2 times depends on what you're doing with that gimmick. If it varies enough and doesn't give away the secret, then I think it's totally fine. Loops is one of those things where it is so varied in what you can do that I feel like you could do 2 tricks and get away with both tricks without tipping off the secret. I feel like with loops in particular, you have to figure out what order you can do things in. I feel like if you do a levitation first and then an animation, not only is the animation not as strong, but people are already starting to think along the lines of, okay, how did he do that first thing where he made something float? And then once you make something move, they go, oh, there's probably the same thing. Whereas if you make something move ahead of time, do another trick, and then have something levitate, there's less of a chance of them kind of putting 2 and 2 together. Marshall Magic 888, does food to go take up loads of space, and can I put it in the back section of my classified case? Big smiley face. The actual gimmick, the menu, does not take up much space at all. It does pack flat, and you can put it in the back section of your classified case. That's a great spot for it. There is something that you'll need to get. You won't store it with the trick, but you'll need to get it right before you do the trick, and that takes up about this much space, like this much space. So you could put it into one of the compartments in your classified case, or just carry it in a separate bag to the gig. Dustin from Facebook, I have a question. What's the best DVD/book for beginner cups and balls routines? I think the most definitive book and DVD for cups and balls are the book and DVD series by Michael Amar. They are fantastic. He is a great teacher. I've recommended his stuff in the past, and it is such a great collection of cups and balls moves. I highly recommend checking that out. Okay, this week we are giving away the trick Stir Crazy. It comes with the gimmicks as well as the DVD. This is a great trick if you perform in restaurants or in coffee shops, stuff like that. Basically, you take a drinking straw, you're able to twist it up in this really weird visual way and then shake it back into straight. Very, very cool stuff. And the way you're going to win this is by going to magicgeek.com, placing an order using the coupon code STIRCRAZY. That's all lowercase, one word, STIRCRAZY. It's gonna get you 5% off your order, okay? So automatically you're getting something awesome. You're getting a discount, 5% off your order, and your name will go into the running. Next Friday, I will draw a name when the coupon code expires, and that person will win Stir Crazy. Free from Magic Geek. Awesome. Well, that's all the time we have for this week. I want to thank you very much for watching the weekly recap. The weekly recap is based on your questions and suggestions and comments and stuff. So comment down below. Next week's topic is going to be rope magic. Leave a comment down below or a question about rope magic, and it might get featured in next week's weekly recap. If you like magic, be sure to subscribe to our channel here on YouTube and check out some of these other videos that are happening. It's good stuff. Videos. Magic.